Approximately 7 out of every 10 gym beginner makes so many avoidable mistakes. Mistakes that if they take certain steps won't even happen at all. So if you are a beginner in the gym or you are planning on starting your fitness journey, I am about to tell you 8 mistakes that is common among beginners and how you can avoid them. If you're not subscribed to this channel, you do well to hit on that subscribe button and sit tight. I'll be right back. Thank you for staying around. My name is Dino Dangana and we are jumping right into it. The first mistake I have on my list is the most common among beginners, and that is neglecting professional guidance. It is advised that in whatever you want to do, you want to start a business, you want to get married, it is advised that you first make research so that you know what to do and what not to do. It's the same thing when it comes to the gym. Before you come to the gym, you are advised to seek help, seek guidance on what programs to do, how to do those programs, how your muscles work, on the importance of rest and recovery and fueling. You need to make research on all these things. You need to know. You need to seek advice. And when I say seek advice, I don't mean you go and pay a fitness trainer or a fitness consultant, although if you want us to consult for you, we can consult for you. But on your own, with your phone, with the internet, you can go and get all the information that you need. We have lots of videos on YouTube, we have lots of articles on fitness on Twitter, we have blogs, we have websites that are filled with knowledge for you to get into the fitness game successfully and gain results. But most beginners just carry themselves to the gym and they go and do what they see other people doing, and that is wrong. It will lead to injuries, it will lead to slow progress. You can spend months in the gym without seeing any result because you keep doing the wrong thing over and over and over and over again. So before you get to the gym, you need to seek advice on what to and what not to do in the gym. The second mistake on my list is doing too much too soon. It is generally recommended to start small as a workout beginner. It is already expected that you as a beginner don't really know or have not perfected your workout form. So when you begin, you need to start small for you to really perfect your workout form, and it is not advisable for you to just put pressure on the muscles just like that. You need to, even for advanced gym people, when they get to the gym, they don't just begin workouts. They first do some stretches, do some warm-up, to heat up the muscles before they load the muscles. But you as a beginner, you don't just come and put excess load on the muscle. So you take it slow, you perfect your form, and you will avoid injury because you won't put too much load on your body. It allows your body to gradually adapt to increased activity. Mistake number 3 is not having a plan. You cannot take a trip to an unknown destination without a guide, can you? You will either never reach your destination or you will take much more time than is required. And if you work out without a plan, you will never see as much results as you want. A workout plan gives you an organized structure of how your exercise should go, gives you clear goals, helps you avoid overtraining and undertraining. Most importantly, it helps you understand your workout style. Over time, you will be able to know which workouts your muscles respond to positively and which ones your muscles don't really respond to. So as you're planning to start working out, also draw your workout plan. The next mistake common among the beginners is not tracking progress. I am sure we have all heard about what they call the progressive overload. I made a video talking about professional tips for bodybuilding, and progressive overload is always among every professional tip to grow muscles. You can go and watch that video over there and you'll know what progressive overload is. But basically, progressive overload is slowly increasing the intensity of your workout progressively. Okay, now tracking your progress helps you with the data needed to overload your workouts. Now, most beginners just go to the gym. If you ask them what they did last week, they won't be able to tell you. They just go to the gym and gym with the flow and go with the flow. So you see most of them being stagnant, in a particular build. Yeah, they've successfully built their arms to a certain extent, but they never go past that because their muscles is already used to the pressure that they are giving it, and they have failed to overload because they have failed to track their progress. So as a beginner, you make sure you track your progress. Now the next mistake is resting too long between sets. First of all, let me explain why it is very important to rest in between sets. There is something called the ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It is a molecule in the body. It is the energy source of the muscles. When we work out for reps, we dispel the ATP in the muscle. When the ATP begins to leave the muscle, lactic acid begins to come into the muscles, right? And then our muscles will begin to get fatigued. Then we won't be able to lift anymore. Now, when we rest, the muscle immediately forms back ATP, and when the ATP comes, it flushes out the lactic acid, and then we will be able to go for more reps. But now, resting too long will make your muscle cold, will reverse the effect of if you go for one set now, the muscles will be all pumped up and hot, right? But now, if you over rest, the effect of that first set will not be there anymore. So, if you do 5 sets and you are resting like 10 minutes in between, you do this set, you go and make noise and come back, you go for the next set, you are not doing anything. You're just wasting your time. So resting for too long in between sets is very bad. Now, how long should you rest? What is the recommended resting time? For strength, if you're training heavy, it is recommended for you to rest between 2 and 3 minutes. All right. If you are going for hypertrophy, you rest between 30 to 90 seconds. And if you're going for endurance, you rest 30 seconds or less. You make sure you are subscribed to this channel, and I will explain the difference between strength, hypertrophy, and endurance in subsequent videos. So you make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Now, the next mistake that I will point out is expecting too much too soon. I was in the gym this morning and I met someone working out, a beginner, obviously, and I dropped my bag, pulled up my shirt, and did some pull up. So after my first set, the guy saw my body and he was like, man, that if he gets this, my body, that he's done. I just laughed it off, and then he was now like, if he keeps coming like this every morning for 1 month, that he's sure he'll be like me. I looked at him and then I said, are you sure you'll be like me in 1 month? And he was like, yes, no. I just laughed it off. But then it wasn't funny, right? Because most beginners in the gym think that this is something that will just happen overnight. It is not, it is definitely not going to happen overnight. That is the reason why after a couple of weeks, couple of months, you don't see them again, because the mindset they brought into the gym is that I'm going to do this for 1 month, for 3 months, for 6 months, and then I will be like this. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that way. You have to be patient with yourself, patient with the process. Guy, all these people you see on Instagram, on YouTube, they've been training for years. Like this guy in the gym this morning, I later told him that, bro, you could train for 5 years. He was not like, 5 years, so it's in the use now. Make I just stop now. So most beginners come with that mindset that I'll do this now and it's going to happen now, and when it doesn't happen now, they get demotivated. So as a beginner, you should have it at the back of your mind that this thing will not just come immediately. It won't just come now. It will take time. So I have to be patient, be persistent, and I have to be consistent. You need to have that at the back of your mind. Now, number 7, missing workout. Approximately 8 out of every 10 beginners start skipping workout after a few weeks of training. Why? Mostly because after a few weeks of training, just like I said in the previous point, they don't see the results they think they will see. Then 2, after a few weeks of training, they get demotivated. You see, it doesn't take motivation to build muscle. Just like every area of your life that you want to succeed, it doesn't take motivation, it takes discipline, sheer discipline. You can never be motivated to go for workouts every single day. No. Sometimes I wake up and I just don't want to go out. Sometimes I tie my shoes, grumbling. I don't want to go, but I just have to go. That discipline is there, not motivation. But most people will feel motivated, and then motivation doesn't last. After a few weeks, it's gone. So if you want to see results, you have to be disciplined enough to be consistent with workout. You can't just work out for 1 week, for 2 weeks, and disappear for a couple of weeks and then come back and you expect to see results. No, you have to be consistent in the game. You should have that at the back of your mind too. And number 8, the last mistake cannot be overemphasized. Now, before I tell you what the last mistake is, if you're getting value out of this video, do well to hit the like button so that our video will go far. And if you are experienced in the gym, let us know in the comment section which mistakes you made as a beginner. And if you are a beginner, let us also know in the comment section which mistakes are you already making. Now, the last mistake I'm going to point out is not eating right. Have you ever heard that muscles are made in the kitchen? That is fact. When you work out, the energy you use is not gotten from your ancestors. It's gotten from glycogen, from the food you eat, from carbohydrate you eat. Glycogen is a major source of energy that your body stores in the liver and the muscles. So that energy you use to work out is produced by glycogen. So it is very important for you to eat healthy carbs. I'm not talking about fast food now, processed food, junk food and all. I'm talking about healthy carb, right? Now, we've all known that bodybuilders swear by protein. They swear by protein. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to tell you why. You see, when we work out, we break down the muscles, we tear the muscles, we injure the muscles. And for the muscles to grow, we need to give the muscles time to heal. Now, the growth of the muscles come in the healing process. Now, what helps the muscle to repair? Amino acid. Amino acid are the building blocks of protein. Alright, so when you injure your muscles, protein helps repair damaged tissues. Protein helps repair damaged muscles. So the more protein you eat, the faster your recovery. The more muscles you grow, the more bigger you become. Alright, so that is why it is very important, very important to eat protein, very important to eat carbs, very important to eat right, not just carbohydrate now and protein. You need to also eat fiber, you need to eat your vegetables, you need to eat right, you need to eat food for the muscles. So these are 8 mistakes that are common among beginners in the gym. And funny enough, not only beginners even make these mistakes. There are lots of experienced, should I call them experienced now? There are lots of people who have been in the gym for quite some time that still make lots of these mistakes, and those people never leave that beginner level. They never make researches on their own, they never apply all these rules, all these principles, and that is why they are still where they are. You see somebody that has been working out for a long period of time, but you won't see any major difference because they are not obeying the ways of the gym. Now, if you are a beginner, you make sure you avoid all these mistakes, right? So thank you for staying to this time. And if you're not following my channel, do well to smash that button right now.